Here are the simulation results, sir.
What do these say?
Sir, given that at this point the unstoppable meteor is only 90 seconds away from impact and the inevitable obliteration of Earth, there is only one plausible solution left that the computer feels there is reasonable time to execute. All other iterations of a 1,663rd attempt to stop the unstoppable meteor are now considered 100% impossible.
Okay. What's the one solution that still might be possible then?
Well, sir, that's just it. While the proposed solution's chance of success is better than if it were impossible, it isn't technically possible.
What?
Well, the proposed solution is to do nothing.
What?
To do nothing.
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 How is doing nothing possibly doing anything to stop the unstoppable meteor?
Well, sir, that's why it's not quite a possible solution in the conventional sense of the term. Because obviously it's impossible that our doing nothing would stop the unstoppable meteor from impact and the inevitable obliteration of Earth.
Okay.
However, if we do nothing and allow the maximum amount of time to pass between now and the point where the unstoppable meteor inevitably hits the planet, the likelihood that somewhere in that elapsed time, some unforeseen, unpredictable, and otherworldly force or series of events will somehow occur or unfold in such a manner that it somehow does stop the unstoppable meteor is not technically zero, and therefore better than the likelihood of all other potential solutions as they are considered impossible.
Wait.
Okay.
How long until the meteor makes impact now?
1 minute and 22 seconds, sir.
How long?
1 minute and 22 seconds, sir.
How long?
1 minute and 22 seconds, sir.
How long?
1 minute and 22 seconds, sir.
I see. So what you're saying is we just sit here and do nothing in the hope that somehow the unstoppable meteor just gets stopped.
Technically, sir, our hoping for anything isn't specified within the literature of the solution proposal, but I can get them to add it if you like.
I don't understand. Wouldn't doing absolutely anything at all be even a little bit more likely to stop the unstoppable meteor than doing nothing at all?
That does seem intuitive, sir. However, given the chief characterization of the unstoppable meteor, as well as the paltry amount of time that remains until impact and the inevitable obliteration of Earth, correct, it would actually be more likely at this point that any further attempts by us to execute a solution would instead interfere with any potential unforeseen, unpredictable, and otherworldly forces or series of events that could occur or unfold in such a manner that...
How much time is left?
1 minute and 10 seconds, sir.
So we do nothing.
I'm afraid it's all that's left, sir.
It occurs to me, aren't we currently doing something?
Sorry?
Isn't this something that we're doing right now? Sitting here?
Well, I suppose it isn't really practical to do literally nothing, sir.
So then is sitting here part of us attempting a solution right now?
Well, I suppose sitting here is what we're doing while executing the solution, but what we're actually doing as far as the outline solution attempt proceedings are concerned is not making an attempt at any kind of solution.
Oh, okay. But I'm
What?
sorry.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry.
What if?
What?
No, but
If
no,
you
you
go,
go.
no,
No,
go,
go ahead. Go ahead.
You're good.
Go ahead. Well, if we say that in the time between now and when the unstoppable meteor inevitably strikes, our making no attempt, rather than any attempt at a solution, will, by some increment, increase the likelihood that the unstoppable meteor doesn't strike, then aren't we conceding that our actions in this time do ostensibly have an impact on whether or not the unstoppable meteor is stopped? Well, sir, I think you could argue that all actions are really connected to one another. How do you mean? Theoretically, sir, if you had stood 3.7 billion years ago at the pool of water where life began on Earth, you could have stuck a thermometer in it and, simply by giving it a read, know that one day you and I would be having this very conversation.
fucking explain yourself.
If the temperature of that pool were 1 degree higher or lower, then the bacteria that would form all life on Earth would have grown in a different way. And who's to say what the world would look like and what creatures would have evolved here? But it wasn't 1 degree higher or lower, and because of that, here we are. Of course, you can take this theory back as far as you like, all the way to the Big Bang itself. If you accept this way of thinking, sir, then from the moment of the universe's conception, it was guaranteed that you and I would be doing precisely this at precisely this time. But if everything is guaranteed and predetermined, then what's the point of doing anything? Well, sir, if everyone thought like that, no one would ever get out of bed. What's the point of getting out of bed when there's an unstoppable meteor headed towards the Earth? But, sir, we've known that the unstoppable meteor was coming for years now, but we still came in and gave it a real effort every day. We worked hard to stop impact and the inevitable obliteration of Earth, and we had some good times doing it. Do you remember our 3-year effort anniversary party? You looked so handsome in all your photos that night. Are you telling me that you would have rather stayed in bed all those days? I guess that was pretty fun. There you go, sir. Hey, we've still got 30 seconds left here. What do you say we put into use? What did you have in mind, sir? Let's just improv a solution. You know, I mean, if all actions are connected, then maybe somehow whatever we do will stop the unstoppable meteor from impact and the inevitable obliteration of Earth. I think that's brilliant, sir. What's first? Go over there and jump up and down. I've got a good feeling about this, sir. So do I, so do I. All right, now grab that pillow and start spinning around with it. And I'll jump up on my desk and do this. Yes, sir, we're doing it. We're doing it. I know we are. Yeah, we are. And now we just... Who are we kidding? Sir? It's over. We're gonna die. No, it isn't over, sir. It isn't. Why, on the grand scale of the cosmos, who's to say what can or can't take place in any given amount of time? Nothing is guaranteed, sir. It's just the opposite. There's so much about the universe we don't understand. There's innumerable catalogs of information out there, and we in our time can only hope to understand a meaningless fragment of it. It would be irresponsible, even arrogant of us to say that we can predict with any amount of certainty what will take place from any given moment to the next.